here. And in my channel, sure, my general channel as well. Is someone having issues connecting, disconnecting, or is it working for everybody properly?
Iron's trying to get her camera to work.
Trying to get Iron's camera to work?
She says that she just hooked it up, and she restarted her computer, but apparently Foundry VTT is not picking.
Okay, can she hover on her icon and do the little gears icon to configure and see if it's listed there and select it? And then it should technically, like, the browser itself should ask permission to capture. And she needs to give
Can
it
you say that again?
permission.
Because I had my headphones off through half of it.
Oh, mouse on your avatar there, then the gear icon that will appear, and then you can have like video capture device, see if it's listed there and select it.
I don't see a visual capture device.
You know, like, do you see the little gear icon? If you hover the mouse on your
On the big one or like my one on the map?
on the big one, like where all the cameras are.
Okay. Well, it was really hard to see, so hold on.
Okay. Hey, Bigfoot. Tehanu,
Is
if
there
you're
a
talking, we can't hear you because you're muted. Ozzy, you wanted to say something?
I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to adjust my camera settings so that I can zoom it in, so
No,
that you
you
get
can't
less of
do
my
that.
like white shirt that's super bright and making me look even more white. Well, I'm super white, but like super
Just take
duper
your
white.
shirt off.
You can't do it with this thing. I think for me it was, I'm using Logitech camera and I did it in the Logitech driver or something like that. But yeah,
This is the built-in webcam off of my laptop.
then probably can't. I do have plans to do stuff, cool stuff with this software, but
You
not
should
yet.
do filters like they have on whatever that thing is, so you
Mm-hmm.
can like have like vampire fangs appear
Yeah,
on your
yeah, yeah,
face.
yeah, yeah.
The way, like, what is it, Snapchat or
Yeah,
Whizbangle?
Snapchat filters. We can use the ones that make us look pretty.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Can you get like I can get like bunny ears.
Uh-huh. Sure, I'll do that.
The gender bender filter.
It just turns everything pink.
No, it makes you look like the opposite sex.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can finally live my dream of being a man.
We'll see Ozzy without a beard. That would be weird. Okay, so let's get started. If Iron isn't able to get the camera working, then
Well, I just
maybe
wanted to
next
be able to
time.
see your guys' videos, and it's not even doing that.
Oh, it's not even doing that?
Mm-mm. I wasn't trying to put my camera on. I just wanted to see other
Oh,
people's video, and I did last week, but right now it's not coming up at all.
okay, that's weird. That should be working,
Because I
regardless of
walked
whether or
over
not you
to
have a.
Ozzy's computer, and it working just fine. So I'm like, what did I do wrong?
It shouldn't be something that you did wrong. It should just work, and if it's not, then it's probably my fault because I did something wrong. Um, and that's probably the same thing that happened to Durek last week when he wasn't able to hear anybody. So for some reason, it's unable to connect to you.
Okay.
It should, and it's unrelated to whether or not you are sharing your camera or even if you have one installed.
Okay.
So I don't know. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's put on some music
Are the
again.
boxes there, Iron?
Yeah.
You don't have them checked for hide camera, do you?
No, that was actually something that was there before as a feature, and now I don't even see that. Like I noticed, like
That's
the little camera thing I could click on and click off, and that's not even an option anymore. And I rebooted my computer, thinking like maybe, and then it went away. So I don't know.
Okay. I don't. We'll try to debug this after the session.
That's fine.
You can peek at Ozzy's computer if you want to see Tehanu's beard. Magnificent beard, you have to admit. All right. So last week, what happened is you spoke with Muriel and you got some information about the witch that lives there, and then you started forming a plan on how to attack her in the most efficient way possible. You entered Baba Lisaka's home, distracted her, talking about the baby, which you ended up realizing that it's just an illusion. She said that the child's name is Strahd Zarovich, that he is her child, and after Ozzy became in no, after she became impatient with Ozzy, who was trying to bless the child, he said, "Fluffer Nutter," and Tehanu attacked her quickly and suddenly dealing enormous amounts of damage thanks to all of his class features that he finally got to use. Baba Lisaka wakes her creeping hut, um, and it shakes you off of it. You fall to the ground. She jumps onto her flying skull, tries to escape, and tries to cast Cloud Kill, but Amnon's quick counterspell blocked it. Tehanu sniped her with crossbow. She died, and then it was a fight between you and the hut.
I have to mention I'm getting really good at sniping things through their eye sockets.
Yes, that is true. Where was I? Yeah.
I compel duel the house.
Yeah. After that, you held off long enough for Ozzy to be able to manage to climb inside and tie himself so he wouldn't fall off. And before attempting to remove the gem that was animating the hut, you challenged it to a duel, causing it to wham you into near unconsciousness. But feeling threatened by it, even though you dropped the jewel, it still hit you one last time and you fell unconscious. The gem still clutched in your hands, though. Tehanu, Iron, and Esmeralda and the Shield Guardian kept battering the hut until it actually was very close to dying, and Amnon was concentrating on keeping control of his water elemental, and he wasn't much help because he wasn't very good that day. But in the end, he lost control of the water elemental, just as Ozzy dropped to unconsciousness, causing Esmeralda to become enraged and throwing a lightning bolt that broke the roots of the hut, causing it to topple and shatter on the floor of the swamp. And that's where we left off. So, that was Esmeralda's turn. Now it's the turn of the water elemental, who is going to want to take revenge on Amnon because he's the one who summoned it.
Hey, I gave it life, okay? You can't hate me.
Tell that to half of the
I think you
kids.
summoned it. I don't know if you gave it life or you summoned it. I'm not sure how those things work. So it's going to pass through Iron, squeezing in between Iron and Esmeralda. It's still within range of everyone here, so nobody gotten nobody gets a opportunity attack. Yep, nobody. And then it's going to try to slam twice on Amnon. Whoops. Let me try this here. Let's see, can it? Yeah. Slam. The first one is 23 and deals 12 damage to Amnon, and the second one is an 8, so it's a miss.
Half damage because of the...
Yep. So it's 6 to the Shield Guardian, 6 to Auna. Then it's Tahanu's turn. And I would just like to mention that in the silence that followed the toppling of the hut, you start to hear far in the distance some screams, like many screaming sounds. You're totally unsure what that might be. But you're just noticing them now. Alright, Tehanu, what do you do?
Okay, I'm just gonna move into position and go here. And can I stab water?
Sure, you can.
This is weird, but oh well. So attack, I guess.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm flanking with Esmeralda.
Yes, you are. So with
Let's see.
advantage.
So 1 and
Hits.
then I'm going to. I don't know if I can hide into anything. Are there any bushes or whatever in the water? Oh, that's
Not
better.
really, no. Okay, so you did 16 damage. Why does it keep changing the size? Okay. So you deal, yeah, both of them hit, and you deal some damage to it. Thankfully, your rapier is silvered and counts as magical weapon, so it does do the damage that you expect. All right, Ozzy, you are unconscious. Just for fun, roll your death save intro, and then it's going to be Amnon's turn. What do you do?
1 second. I think I still have a spell slot left.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe I do. I'm going to hex him
Mm-hmm.
and then blast him.
Okay, go for it.
1 second. I forgot to push the buttons.
I'm going to switch to a different music.
Those both hit.
Let me check. Yes, they both hit, and so you deal 7 and 14. That's 21 plus 5, so 26 damage to it. Okay. Iron, what do you do? You
I
heal, right?
Yep.
So you go to Ozzy, you heal him 25. He's back up. That was your turn last time, right?
Yep.
Okay. Shield Guardian.
I guess he's already in melee range, so he's just going to slam him. 1 second. I forgot to open the character sheet because I'm bad.
Okay. I think I put a link to it. Nope, I did not. It's fine.
I found it. 1 sec. Sorry. I think one of those hits, maybe.
Yes, it does. The first one does hit and deals 10 damage. Alright, Esmeralda, what do you do? And I think I forgot to loop battle music. I'm starting to hear some weird noises. Sheep just goats are yes. Yep.
I don't know how to. How do you check the?
Check what?
Never mind. Just kidding. I think I figured it.
I'm going to move this so we can still see you. Right. So Esmeralda, what does she do? Irem?
She's gonna be a second.
Oh, okay. Someone wants to take over what Esmeralda will do?
There's no attack. I just got
Ah,
opened.
okay.
I was trying to fix my extensions.
Okay. So attack.
Apologize.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I gotta open her character sheet, sorry.
No problem. Take your time. You guys do start to hear some goat sounds
Yes.
for some
I'm looking
reason.
forward to being
Yeah, there's a
overrun by
lot of
goats.
Sheep or whatever.
They're goat.
Here comes the meal.
Alright. So all 3 attacks hit. The first one does have advantage because of the flanking, so it's a crit, though it only gives you that extra 2 damage. So Esmeralda does this and this, and the water seems to be holding less of its shape. And then it's its turn. It's going to squeeze through the space used by Amnon, and it's going to let me see what this does. You need to do a strength save, Amnon, please.
Yep.
That's a fail, so you take 15 damage as it overwhelms you, and you are now completely encased in basically water. You are also grappled. Um, okay, so you are grappled, and you
Okay.
are restrained, and you are unable to breathe unless you can breathe water.
I don't believe I can.
Are you secretly Aquaman?
All right. I should have done this before, because now any hits against the water elemental, Amnon is going to be taking half of it.
He's got a shield guardian. He'll
Yeah,
be fine.
it's crazy with the shield guardian. He's so OP. He's unkillable now. But
I
that's
wouldn't
gonna
say
be
that.
the water elemental's turn, and you can also see. Let me just do a little something here. Okay. Okay. Keep going. Tahana's turn.
Well, I guess that gives me an excuse to stab Amnon.
Yep. Perfect excuse for it.
Unless the goal is to get rid of the elemental without necessarily defeating it. Because I could do that.
I don't know. See what you can do, and do it.
Can I use the Mace of Terror only on the elemental and not on Amnon?
Let me see how that works, but I think so. Use an action, wave of terror, each creature of your choice. So yeah.
Okay, gonna use this. So wait, do I click the? No, I just declare that I
Yeah.
use this
So
charge
I
thing.
need to do a wisdom saving throw. It rolled a 3, so it's definitely frightened right now.
I'm so scary. I scared the water.
Yeah, you scared water. Boom. And so on its next turn, it will need to move as far away from you, and thus freeing Amnon. Okay, Ozzy, what do you do? Just woke up.
I reach into my pouch. I pull out a really big tea bag, and I breathe fire breath on it and dunk the tea bag. No, I'm joking.
Amnon is now
it's-
encased in tea.
Yeah, it takes 15 feet of movement to get up because my movement is 30
Yep.
feet. So I have 15. I can't get to him.
No, you
So-
wouldn't be able to.
You could do a forward barrel roll.
Especially since technically this whole area is supposed to be difficult terrain, and I totally forgot about that last week. But yeah.
Okay, fuck it. Bonus action, Misty Step,
Cool.
and I get to.
You can get next to it.
Here, I'm gonna use my turn to do a strength check and try to just pull him out.
Okay.
I didn't see that. I didn't see it get feared. I was getting up, so all I know is my friend is encased in this water elemental. So I'm gonna try to pull my.
Yeah,
Oh.
definitely you can do that. Do a strength check. Yes. Yeah, you just grab Amnon and you pull him. Whoops. And you pull him out. I'll just drop him here. You pull him out of the water, leaving just the shape of the water elemental in the air, standing there. Okay, now it's Amnon's turn.
Okay. Well, he's been a very naughty elemental, so I'm going to kill him.
Okay, take your revenge. Hit. So you have to do your hex, and you blast it. You create 2 holes in the water elemental's shape. It's still standing, but then you feel the hex pop, and it just dissolves into water that just drops on the floor,
Nice.
on the swamp, and the water
Drops
drops
into
on
the reservoir.
yeah. Iron, what do you do?
I'm gonna heal the group
Okay,
with
Are we still in initiative order?
Yeah.
you are.
I'm going to.
Because of the army of sheep going at us, right?
Goats.
I'm doing
Oh.
mass cure wounds.
Okay.
Everybody gets 28 points.
Cool. Everybody gets 28. You, Iron, get 7 on top of that as well.
Yep.
All right.
You
And
weren't
now-
fucking around. There actually are goats. Oh god.
Oh no!
Yeah. There is an army of goats, 9 goats to be more exact, coming from
Should
the
just
south,
go serious.
and they all move together towards you like this. You have this one is going to ram- is going to charge and ram right into our dear friend Amnon, unfortunately.
Why doesn't Amnon ram into them? He has horns.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot to do concentration checks for my last 2 things. 1 sec.
Why concentrating?
I was concentrating my hex, and I got hit twice by the elemental.
Oh, okay. It's
I
fine.
think that does it. Yeah.
Yep. Alright, so you get rammed by this goat who deals 8 points of damage to you. This one is
Okay.
going to jump on top of Esmeralda and just stand on its head, on her head.
How rude.
This one is
Wait,
going-
there's a goat standing on her head?
Yes.
That's gonna mess our hair.
You know, ever seen goat yoga?
D&D physics, man. D&D physics.
Hey, goat yoga, you know, they do that. The goats love to jump on top of stuff and just...
Wait,
And so they're
Did you
just
say
going
goat
to
yoga?
just jump everywhere. There's gonna be one on the Shield Guardian's back. It's a mess. All the ghosts are dispersing over this area. Whenever they find someone that they can jump on top of, or they find a branch, there's one that is just standing on a branch that is coming out of the water like this. But yeah, that was their turn. What does the shield guardian want to do?
Oh, my screen went blank for some reason. I see the text that just popped up, but I don't see anything on the map. 1 sec.
Okay,
I'll reload.
please do.
Okay, there we go.
Mighty Morphin Power Growth. That would be amazing. I would approve of that.
Okay, I got a bunch of errors when I started it, but that's okay. This guy is my shield guardian's gonna slam the. Is there a ghost standing on him, or is it just like close to
Yep,
him?
there's a
Technically,
goat
the ghost
that
didn't
just
attack.
went onto his back.
They
The
didn't
only
attack.
one that has attacked, like the others are just scattering and climbing on people. The only one that rammed and charged you was this one right in front.
Okay.
You right here.
I'm gonna slam the outer one, this one over here, with
Okay.
the shield.
Go for it. This goat becomes one huge mass of shattered bones, blood, and it's just a huge mess. It's dead.
Nice.
You ruined the meal.
I don't know if we can
That's
eat like
poison.
9 goats.
Well,
Where's the dead icon?
we wouldn't have to go to the inn anymore.
We're gonna have to go to it.
Did you write that as? Oh, sorry.
There was
It's
a
free food.
mistake. Okay, Esmeralda, what does she want to do? As she moves the goat that was on top of her head, still seems to be very peacefully standing there.
Just put all the goats in the holding bag, and like when we find an instant pot, we can cook them.
Alright, Esmeralda, what do you do?
She's gonna attack. Wait.
Which one?
She can bring her lightning through all these goats. It has to go in a straight line, huh?
Well, the goats, there's only one that seems to be... Do a perception check for me, please.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, not that great.
If
She
anything,
is
those
currently
goats
panicked
are.
because she has a goat on top of her head.
Oh, then
Just
she can attack
standing
the one
there.
that's on her head. Then we'll just do that.
Okay,
If
go for it.
anything, maybe those goats are not even like fiends. They're just Barovians that have been turned into goats or something.
All right. She now has a skewered goat on the end of her rapier. Dead. Completely dead. She dealt a lot of damage to it. Dehanu, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go near one of the goats and just pet it.
Okay, the one closest to you? Or
Yeah.
there's one to your right and there's one on top of the shield guardian.
I'm just gonna pet the one on top of the shield guardian and see what happens.
It's very nice, it's smooth. It looks at you like it thought you were going to give it some food or something, but it saw that you don't have any food in your hand and it just chilled.
Ah, so cute.
Yep. That's your action?
Can I pickpocket the goat?
You put your hand up its ass and you get a hand.
This is bullshit.
No, it's goat shit.
Oh, that explains.
Yeah. Sleight of hand to see how much crap you can pull out of his ass. Do a perception check for me.
Well, sleight of hand or perception?
Perception. Okay. You're looking around, you see that most of these ghosts seem to be rather, like peaceful ghosts that just probably got away from the goat pen previously and they just followed the noise or something and are now just glad to be surrounded by people.
Except there's one that attacked me.
Except one that seems to
That's because
look
you have horns.
a little different from the others. Like they all seem really cute and with like nice coat of fur or whatever it's called. That one seems to have scars and is a little different, a little bigger than the others. Um, the one that's right
So
in front of Amma. And if you want to pickpocket the goat, you can use your rapier to cut some of its wool out, and you can put in your equipment that you have a tuft of wool.
meh.
Alright, Ozzy, what do you do?
He just laughs.
I'm gonna make my way. Or I can't flank the goat.
You
But-
currently are flanking with
Is this the aggressive goat?
Yep. That's the
Just
one.
grapple it and say, "Honk."
Ah! I have an idea.
It's like it's turning its horns towards you.
I
The
would
goat
like
is
to.
horny.
What do you want to do?
Hold on. Nah, I'm just gonna attack.
Okay.
I want to kill damn goat.
Kill the goat. That hits. And as you hit it, it puffs out in like this huge puff of smoke instead of dying bloody. And in its place, you see this little gnome appear.
I attack a second time. No, I'm kidding.
Bartholomew, do you want to introduce yourself to the others?
I'm gonna get up from all fours, stand up and turn to Ozzy, and throw up grass all over. Because I've been eating grass for days, maybe.
Thought you were gonna say, "Don't tase me, bro."
So I'm 2'9". I weigh about 40 pounds. Do you have the picture to show me?
Yeah, now I will do that. Character artwork, show to players.
I don't see anything.
Did that not work?
Not to me.
Looks like there's a bug in Foundry. I can't show you that picture. Okay, I will show it. I'll just create a journal to show it to you. That just will make it easier. There.
Are there any dead crows around from the fight?
That was the thing. Like, had we gotten out of combat, I would start to release the crows. But now we have
What?
a new person to. Oh my god, that's the coolest picture ever!
That's Mr. Bartholomew.
Oh my god.
He's so little. I want to pick him up and pet him.
I want to put him in my pocket, but he smells like puked up grass. Wait, no, that's me. I smell like puked up grass.
Indeed.
So I've been a goat for a while.
How'd you become a goat?
The witch turned me into a goat. Kind of hoping she's dead.
Oh yeah, she's super dead.
Yeah, ding dong, the witch is dead.
But,
Alright. I am going to quickly stop the combat music. I am going to assume that this guy distracted you guys long enough from the combat that you forgot about the other goats who, seeing as two of them got completely annihilated, they just escaped at this point.
Oh,
Opportunity attacks.
They thought you were friendly.
Lots of opportunity attacks. I'm taking it.
Oh, okay, take it. Take it out
No,
this guy.
no, I didn't.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna kill
So-
all the goats, we're gonna kill the crows as well, because then I can make like a goat
No.
chicken burger.
I'm gonna start talking to our Bartholomew, and as I'm talking to him, I'm starting to release the cages with the crows.
Okay. The
So-
cages are locked. You can't open them.
So Bartholomew, I'm Azzy Odraconis. I'm a paladin of Bahamut. We've been stuck here for a while. What brought you to these?
I would have just asked, why are you vegetarian?
Well, my adventuring group got a letter from someone, and we came here to figure out what was going on. And we stumbled upon this witch, and she turned me into a... Oh, and I don't believe in the whole Bahamut thing. Just let you know.
You don't believe in what now? I'm sorry.
The whole Bahamut thing. You being a paladin.
Fair enough. We all have our own paths to walk. But maybe when you see some of the things I could do, you'll start to believe.
I think he believes more in offshore Bahamas.
But my name is Bartholomew Randolph Maximilian the 11th.
The 11th. Fantastic.
I'm a tinkerer extraordinaire, and I can make some of the greatest things you've ever seen.
Well,
Can
what
you
kinds of
think
things
you're
do you
me a friend? I don't have any.
Can I make you a friend?
Yeah.
Esmeralda pats you on the back. Yeah, man.
I keep eyeing your shield guardian, by the way.
Yeah, that's my shield guardian.
The thing I'm most interested in all of you.
That is my only friend.
Hey, I'm your
Alright,
friend.
You had a friend until 5 minutes ago, until we destroyed it and turned it into like a smush of water.
To be fair, he's mostly a smush of water.
What kinds of
So-
things do you design and make?
I'm going to show him my prototype arm cannon. And tell him not to touch it ever. It's very dangerous.
Holy shit, what does it do?
Lots of dangerous things. And lots of dangerous things. Just don't touch. Actually,
Fair.
don't touch any of my stuff.
Okay, well, do you know what happened to the rest of your group? Are you, did they all perish? Did they leave? Are you in the market for a new group?
Well, they all died probably. We were attacked by something. The swamp water here is kind of deep. I'm not all that tall. I don't swim very well. Then I got turned into a goat. But if it gets me out of this swamp, I'll come with you guys.
So you're just using us?
Oh, and if you have anything to eat that's not grass, would be nice.
We
What
just
tells
killed,
me
we
you're
just
not
killed
a
a goat. You want some goat?
Sure, we can barbecue a goat.
Reach into my pack and I pull out some rations and I hand them over some like hardtack and some.
What tells me you're not a wolf in a goat's disguise?
Because when I was the goat and you killed the goat, I turned into a gnome. If I'd have been a wolf, I'd have turned into a... You know how magic
Sound
works?
logic.
Yeah, that logic is implacable.
You know how magic works?
Actually, I don't. I just stab things.
It's okay. I'm not very good with it either.
Well, I don't know how the rest of the group feels, but you're welcome to join us. I will like to warn you, we are on a very particular quest. We are looking to vanquish the Lord of this domain.
Do
His
I already,
name's-
I've already met Strahd. Asking the DM.
You probably have, considering that you are the same level as they are.
Cool.
You've gone far enough in the campaign already before
I
your
myself
party died.
am a monster hunter as well, and I am looking to kill Strahd.
What kind of monsters do you hunt?
All sorts, all kinds, whatever someone pays me to. Not very good at it. I'm actually really bad at it.
You mostly just end up as a goat.
Happens, man. At least I'm not dead.
That's very true. So what about these other goats? Are these other goats people at one point? Did the one that my shield guardian smashed into a pulp turn to a...
If it used to be a person that got polymorphed, it would have turned into the person that it used to be. The fact that it got smashed into bits of bones and meat means that it was an actual goat.
So some of those goats that got away could have been people. You keep thinking about that. Paladin guy.
Let's go find them all, round them up, and then kill them one by one.
Let's get out of this swamp. That's the first thing we should do.
Do you want to ride on the back of my shield golem so you can breathe?
That would be amazing.
You can only look. You can't touch. I mean, you can't tinker. Unless you can make them better.
Or maybe you could retrofit an arm cannon onto the shield guardian.
Oh, jeez, two of them. Or a foot cannon.
Ozzy, how
Plasma
about
cannons would be fine too.
how about you put the chariot on top of the shield guardian and we put the gnome inside of it?
Oh, buddy.
Oh, buddy. For those who missed the reference, it was in yesterday's Critical Role campaign one-shot they did. They had a huge ogre with a chariot on his back and a halfling in it. It was amazing.
Nice.
It was pretty.
I thought it was just a new way to stop an avalanche.
It does. It's that too. Actually, Invincible is still theoretically alive.
Yeah, he's just a little far away because it was kind of difficult for him to.
I'm gonna call him
navigate through
over.
this. Okay.
Like telepathically.
You hear a sudden sploosh as the giant skull falls from the 15 feet up in the sky and drops onto the swamp.
Mine prize.
What?
I'm gonna go and loot the witch in there.
Yeah, whatever magic was keeping it afloat just dissipated at this point, and you have access to Baba Lisaga's corpse now. You still hear the ravens doing this huge amount of noise, wanting to escape and being unable to because the cages are locked.
While I was talking to Bartholomew, I asked to be opening the cage.
Yeah, I answered you that you are unable to because they are locked.
Oh, well, shit. Hey, Tahanu, can you unlock these? Or Bartholomew, do you happen to know how to?
Nope.
Well, then I'm gonna ask Esmeralda to loot the course for me while I pick those locks.
All right. Do your thieves' tools, dexterity.
Also, I would recommend that she checks out the hut because there's probably a shit ton of interesting things in there, including a barely used bloodbath.
Yeah, it's now a little toppled to the side. It's not sinking, and it's about at your level because the tree trunk just dropped. Ooh, that's a very nice thieves' tool roll. Tehanu, you are able to unlock the first cage, and with that roll, you are also able to ascertain that this was locked using some kind of magic. But you are so good, you were able to still pick the lock and open that. And the swarm of ravens.
The second one at the same time.
What?
So good that it unlocks the second one at the same time as a splash effect.
No. Do
Ah.
a second Chief's tool to open the second one. But you have released one swarm of ravens that just goes up and circles around you, seemingly very happy. And you unlock the second one as well. Congratulations.
What's up with
There.
those wasted, overpowered rolls?
Uh, they are plus 13, so, you know. Okay, so what you guys want to do now? Investigation check for me, please, Esmeralda, Tejano, and who else wants to be looking for stuff?
I'll investigate.
Okay, and
I can
Anna.
investigate. I can see under things that you cannot.
Okay.
I believe it.
It's a good thing I'm not wearing a kilt.
Yeah, I was about to say you can see under the paladin skirt.
That would be bad.
Okay. All right. So Tejano,
He
you
wasn't
are.
kidding. Look at that. 25 investigation.
Uh huh. You Tejano, you don't find much. You're just completely absorbed by the beautiful red crimson of this bath that is just filled with blood. You don't know what kind of blood it is, but it looks very gruesome, and you are fascinated by it for some reason. Bartholomew, what do you find? Let me see. Amnon and Esmeralda. Let me give you guys a few things. Does Baba Saga actually have something on her? I don't think so. Yeah, she doesn't really have much on her. You find the infamous chest that you saw before. And I think that's it, actually. You don't find.
Beverly Saga
Oh no,
had an
wait.
infamous
Let me check.
chest.
Okay, with that roll, Mr. Bartholomew, you do notice that the chest that you found seems to be protected by a glyph of warding. You do see a glyph etched on the clasp of that chest. And
I'll
that's
allow
it.
everyone to tell everyone that this chest is trapped, and they should move away, and I'll take care of it.
Do your thing.
I move away.
Move away. So, how do you want to deal with it?
I am going to move as far away as I can and still be able to see it, and get to cast dispel magic on them.
Okay. Is it supposed to be an auto save or something?
If it's a third level or below,
Okay, so it does
automatic.
dispel it.
Not have to roll.
No problem. You can see the glyph disappearing from the chest, and you feel like you did unward it.
Yeah, I could have done that too.
All
Well,
right.
you can go see if it's locked.
Who wants to open the chest?
I will open the chest because I still have 53 hit points and I don't know what to do with them. So
Oh, wait. Maybe I should open it then.
no, I got it. I'm just gonna open the chest.
All right. So Ozzy, you get to near the chest, and you open it.
Can I
And
put death ward on him first?
It's too late.
I've already dispelled
It's
the
too
trap
late.
now.
Okay.
it's too late. And just as you open it, thankfully, it's the warding that would have dealt massive amounts of thunder damage is now gone. But inside, you remember a little too late that someone, being you actually, did feel the presence of undead creatures inside the chest, as you see 4 crawling hands come out of the chest and jump on you and attack you, try to claw at you, and they do 5 damage total between them, and then you just wipe your axe, and I guess you just destroy all of them in one shot. I don't know why they put that here. It's fun. They have like 2
Box full of
HP, so
hands.
I I take 2 of the hands, I put them on sticks, like into the hands, and I do like.
This is why I don't believe in Bahamut.
I'm joking. That was outside of the game.
Clap, clap,
No.
clap. All right.
Can I inspect? Can I investigate these hands? See if there's anything special about them.
Sure.
Oh, they're on a stick. That's what's special about
I
them.
didn't actually do that.
They actually look like this. Should probably show it to you guys. They are
Ooh.
crawling claws.
It's 4 things from
They
Adam's family.
They belong to people. It looks like.
Probably, and then they got animated undead.
What check are we doing?
I mean, they were ready to be cooked.
I'm not sure. Not sure why you guys are checking for stuff. But yeah, you open the chest, and inside you find quite a few different things. You find a huge pouch containing lots of gold pieces. Like at least 1,000 gold pieces.
Holy
You
crap.
find 5 huge gemstones that seem to be much more expensive than what you've seen so far. You find a vial containing some kind of oil, 2 spell scrolls, some arrows that seem to be reflecting the light faintly.
I'll
a
take
set-
those.
A set of... Actually, let me find that thing so I can actually show you this stuff.
Scrolls can be dangerous in the wrong hands, so
A
Let's
set-
Yeah,
see.
better let me have them all.
You have experience with the arcane.
You find a set of pipes, as well
Like-
as a stone that looks...
Do we have a plumber in the room?
No, they're like pot
stone
pipes.
that looks like a cat.
Oh, I like cats.
Really? Didn't you, like, not like those tabaxis?
Yeah, you definitely hated them like a minute ago.
those aren't cats. Those are cat people. Completely different.
True.
When did I say I hated them? I constantly miss their presence.
Didn't you, like, take that coat of Yaila's fur to make a coat?
No, I don't think so. I think we pretty much ran out of that castle.
That's
It
true.
was left there to dry.
All right.
It was not ready yet. Maybe I should get it back.
So who got the spell scrolls?
How many of them are there?
What?
How many of them are there?
2.
But I'd like to at least try to find out what they are.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to tell Amnon, since he's the one who took it, and this is what's in them. Do you guys want to, like, take some time to, like, identify stuff
Yeah, like
Yeah.
here?
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we probably can.
So you
Kind of a
find
short rest.
you find some place to rest that is a little dry, and this is the stone of good luck that you find. This is what it does. Amnon, I am going to assume that he is going to share that information with you. Right?
Yeah. Yep.
The pipes of haunting are these things. They do stuff. They haunt people, makes them afraid. There's a lot of things that make people afraid.
You have to
But
be
I don't think
proficient.
any of you. is
Yeah, I don't think anyone's
yeah.
proficient with wind instruments unless you are
Irina
Bartholomew.
was. She was a bard. Irina was.
Oh.
But she's not with you anymore.
Oh,
That wasn't by our choice.
I'm not proficient at much. I'm a wizard.
All right. The vial of oil seems to be quite interesting in that this is what it does. I think that's going to make one person happy.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes a magic out of them. Magic weapon.
That's going to me.
You?
No,
You already have a magic weapon?
he's a warlock,
I don't know.
and he's the
what.
caster kind of warlock.
Whoever
He's
doesn't
the
have
kind
a
that throws
weapon,
magic, not the kind that swings
but
great
it's
swords.
backup.
I hear those ones are pretty badass.
Hmm.
I don't know about that.
And the arrows, it's a pouch containing 10 arrows. They are +1 arrows. For Tehanu. And I
Yeah,
believe
interesting.
that's it. Oh yeah. Also, that's you take the time to actually count your money, and this is what you find.
What are
There are
those scrolls?
5 gemstones, each worth at least 500 gold, and 1,300 gold pieces. In
The scrolls are mass cure wounds and revivify.
I can't use those anyway.
I
they
thought-
are spells. Spell
Can
scrolls.
Iron use those?
Anyone can use them, as far as I understand how spell
Yeah,
scrolls work.
Anyone that's a caster can use them.
Iron, you want them?
Spells I can already cast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you
but-
cast them for free. Basically, it doesn't cost a spell slot to use them.
But it burns the scroll.
Yeah, it's the one-time use.
Yeah.
Also, if it's revivify, the magic component's already burned into it, so you don't have to have the. You don't have to have the.
Well, if you guys want me to have them, I'm impartial.
It'd also be good for the other caster to have it in case she goes down.
I'm the only one that can res.
Yeah. So if you give it to Amnon, he'll be able to do it to pick up.
Yeah, that's true.
Um,
Especially since he has the shield guardian, and it's going to be very, very, very hard to kill.
And
So yeah, I think Amnon should have it. And then the oil of sharpness, I will just I'll give it to Hanu.
we just need to save that. It's a very powerful thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
Tehanu. So
That's we're gonna fight
I'm
Strahd.
actually
Let's use it.
surprised with the spell scroll. I thought I was misunderstanding things. I thought that a spell scroll, anyone can just use it, even if they're not magic casters, because the spell has the magic itself. But apparently, you need to have this spell in your class's spell list to
Well,
be
then
able
that
to
leaves
read it.
me.
Oh shit! Really?
The revivify,
Yeah.
at least I think just me, but the cure wounds Ozzy can do.
The mass cure wounds.
Oh, I don't know if he can do mass cure wounds.
Uno momento, por favor.
Yeah.
Let me look.
You
I'm
get it
gonna look.
eventually, but you'll have to make a check and you'll fail it. So
No, it
don't.
says if the spell is on your class's spell list but of a higher level, then you need to make a check. It doesn't say if it's not in your spell list. It always says if the spell is in your class's spell list, you can read the scroll. You only have to do a check if it's of a higher level than you can cast.
It's probably a higher level that he can cast.
Oh, just a sec.
So revivify.
Oh my
Cleric
god, you
and
guys!
Paladin.
Jeez. Give me a second to click on something. I'm not smart like you all.
We know that. And so yeah, mass cure wounds is only bard, cleric, and druid that can do it.
Oh, so he can't even do it. It's
Yeah.
not on his.
Revivify,
go-
cleric, and paladin can do it, and artificer. So he can have revivify and mass cure wounds. Only Iron can use it. And it's actually good to have revivify on someone. Like for me, it's good to have that on someone who can't revivify because they would be able to revivify the cleric
Right,
in
but
case
you can't
they
do it.
fall. Yeah.
Okay.
Just
yeah.
don't die. Simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Okay.
don't die.
I would just
upload my
I would
stuff.
just give Ozzy the revivify and leave the mass cure wounds on Iron, and I think that's good. Yeah, free spell in case you end up at some point with 0 spell slots and you're really in a pinch.
Is there like a cutting knife or something in here that she used?
A what? A knife?
Like a cutting utensil, like in her like cookwares, or like she lived in
You want a knife for?
Probably, yeah.
taking that.
Okay. You get a dagger, which has blood on it, and
Yeah, I'm
with
gonna
your
clean that
still
off.
keen smell from being a goat, you can smell that the blood is that of goats.
Ah, cool. Then you can make some like toasts and use some goat meat and then spread it.
Yeah. I don't know how you
First
spread
meat in
goat
a
meat
long
on
time.
something, but
All right. And quick reminder, because there's so much stuff happening at the same time, Ozzy, you do still have a gem in your hand, uh, that the one that was animating the hut. Um,
Does it look like the gem, the other gem that we got for the wizard?
it
Can we
does
identify
look
it?
like it. It does look a bit bigger than the other one, but it
I'll show it
seems
to
to
the
be very
group.
similar
Can
to it.
can we identify it?
Sure. Yeah,
I
I
would have
can try
had
that.
them identify it at the time.
Okay. Let's see. I'll have to improv a little identify on that.
Maybe it has a name
It's
tag.
it's a magical item that grants the power of nature to whatever gets attuned to it. You can attune it to um, like a creature, um, or uh, or an object to give it life, or you can attune it to the land itself so that the land becomes plentiful, and it's very powerful. And it seems to be something that you've never encountered before because it's not regular magic. It looks like really ancient magic, not
I can
something that
attune
any
it to my
wizard could
shield
create.
guardian and give my shield guardian life.
It's gonna become a shambling mound.
He is already kind of a construct. You could try to do that if you wanted.
No, I'm kidding.
does your shield guardian fix itself?
It does.
Yes, it does.
Shield Guardian by this time is probably back to 100% HP.
Yeah, I'll
Very
change it.
sophisticated machinery.
It's my new mount too.
What?
That's so good.
What did he say? I missed the joke.
That's my new mount too.
Oh yeah. All right. You do see the swarms of ravens circling above you, and they seem to be in a sort of elongated ellipse, as if beckoning you to go towards one area that would be to your east, to the
We're
west.
not done here yet. I mean, Esmeralda was checking the corpse of the witch.
That was everything.
Okay, but isn't there anything else in the room? We checked out the chest. We didn't check the bed, a bunch of other places, right?
It's just there's not much else here. Like most of the useful stuff was in the chest and protected with the warden. And
Aww.
herself, she's just wearing, her
Dude, that was quite a
clothes.
take. We got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, I mean
She didn't
that's
have,
the
like-
rogue. He's never happy. He always wants
She
more.
didn't have a vorpal sword hidden beneath the pillow.
What about her flying skull thingy?
It's a hill giant's skull. You are unable to make it fly. You don't know how she was doing that. And when you identify it, you don't feel like it's magical in any way.
So it wasn't Argynvost's friend's skull.
Nope.
Hmm.
A lot of people actually homebrew this thing where they modify it to be Argynvost's skull with Baba Lysaga, so it gives you players a reason to go there as well. But I wanted to keep it in the castle. But yeah, it would have been great if it was Argynvost's skull. But no, it's just a hill giant that Baba Lysaga somehow made fly.
So,
She made the hill giant realize his true potential.
I'm gonna just let the group know. Hey, it looks like the ravens are trying to beckon us to this direction. I say we should check it out. And I'm gonna start.
Did they spot the Radio Shack?
You would be smart enough at this time and familiar enough with the landscape to realize that it would be going towards the west, towards the Wizard of Wands. They want you to go back there, basically.
Yeah. I'm assuming they want us to turn it in.
Can we just grab onto them and then give us a lift?
No,
Oh,
but Bartholomew does get a lift.
So I say we head back to the Wizard of Wines, return this gem.
can we consider that the time checking it out and whatever was a short rest?
Yes, I will allow that.
What time of day is it?
9:40 p.m. EST. Uh, it's let's see. By the time it's in the afternoon. It's not really night yet.
Okay, that's fine.
And I can see the Shield Guardian saying that he needs to type, and I will just need to change his languages so he has common, because he's speaking in character and it looks garbled to those who aren't speaking custom.
By the way, how do I enable additional languages in my abilities there?
If you double click on your token, you see your character sheet. There's the traits, you have languages, and then you can just edit and select those that you speak.
Well, I mean, I do have 3 languages. I just don't have the UI to type in those languages.
Oh, just below, like, just above where you type, it says language, and then you have a combo box.
Yeah, and it just says common.
Yeah, that's because
Yeah,
it's the only language that your character sheet has. But
No,
it does,
I have 3.
It
that's
doesn't
in
have a lot
D&D
of
Beyond.
them.
I'm talking about in Foundry. You need to edit it in.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I gave my mother one and it doesn't have it either.
Yeah. All right.
Garbly gooped everyone else anyway.
Yay. So, always serve the god of that. I didn't get changed. Lovely day we're having. I would like to speak wingdings. Okay, whatever. Okay, so you guys go back towards the Wizard of Wines winery. All right, just moving you guys there. There's everybody. And there's a goat. No, there's Bartholomew. There's Invincible, and there's your Shield Guardian as well. That would be all of you. And I'm realizing I do not have tokens for the actual Martikov family. So I'll just put a goat instead. Yeah. Where's... Oh, there you are. Okay. So you arrive at the Wizard of Wines, and you are greeted by this goat-looking old Martikov guy, which, by the way, I forgot his name. I'm gonna need to go check that.
I can't move at all.
Can't move?
Yeah, it says I can't move through the wall.
Oh, sorry, I put you inside of the wine thing, which has a wall.
Ah, I was in a barrel. Okay.
Yeah, you were in the barrel. You dropped from the Shield Guardian and you dropped inside the barrel. All right. Oh wait, no, I wanted to read something to you before and I forgot. I'm sorry. It's just a little flavor. So as you are walking away from the ruins of Berez, you start to hear the sounds of battle, and the fog has grown so thick that you can barely see more than 60 feet in any direction. Suddenly the fog takes on the forms of soldiers on horseback, charging across the field. They collide with armed pike bearers wearing devil-horned helms, as each soldier falls in battle. In turn, it turns to fade in mist. Hundreds more soldiers collide in a storm of screams and clashing metal. You can pass through those, and at first, while you are surprised, you realize that it just all seems to be a reenactment of an old battle, and it's just some sort of illusion. You suddenly hear a thunderous roar, and seconds later, a huge dragon made of silver mist glides overhead, dispersing enemy soldiers with each flap of its mighty wings. Its long reptilian tail slices through the air above you as the dragon carves a swath through the fog, affording you a fleeting glimpse of a dark mansion overlooking the valley. You guys know of this dark mansion. That would be Arkenvastholt, up in the north of your current position. And you seem to be seeing an ancient battle um, recreated here because of the magic that suffuses the land. All right. That being said, you arrive eventually at the uh, the Wizard of Wine's place, and this is the not a goat. It's Davian Martikov that greets you. Uh, Hi, hi, my good friends. I have heard of your exploits, and I am so happy to see you again, safe and sound. And he looks up, seeing the ravens that have basically escorted you, saying, and thank you for saving our friends. These ravens are like family to us. Thank you for your help. Please come. You may spend the night here, of course, and you are welcome to our table. And any help that we can provide, we will. Anyone else?
Good. We brought in some goat meat for to make burgers.
Ah, goat meat. Ah,
So,
good.
I know that you still harbor some resentment or some animosity towards your eldest over the loss of the greatest of your gems.
That's true.
But hopefully, now that you've recovered too, this can be a first step in the process of reconciliation. I know that he deeply regrets what happened and I'm sure would love to come back and be a part of the family again. So I hope that now that you guys are 2/3 complete, we can't get you to 3, like fully complete. Maybe this can be a step in the right direction for you guys.
You have found another one.
Yep. And I give him the gem.
Thank you. That means the Dragon Crush will continue to be served. That's magnificent news. Thank you. Start searching around unless someone stops you. Okay. Do a investigation check. Not sure what you're searching for.
Oh no,
sure.
I'm just in the middle of his talking, wandering off.
Okay. Cool.
I'm not actually looking for anything particular.
Okay. So
I've
just
just never been here. I'm just looking around.
okay. Cool. All right.
I bore him.
No, he's the curious kind. Tinkerers are the curious kind. All right. So he invites you, of course, to dinner, and you are served one beautiful roasted goat, which I'm just going to assume Bartholomew either devours or does not touch.
It's food.
It's food. Okay. And so you are very welcome. They are very appreciative, and Davian Martikov will talk to Ozzy and say, "I have heard of what happened to you recently. It was it was not it was not good what happened when you fought against Strahd. I know that you lost a precious weapon to you, but I think that you all held up quite well under the circumstances. I have told you before that I have a vast network of spies. I deal in information, and I have been keeping an eye on that cherished items of yours. I think that you might be able to recover it. I have heard that Strahd was either unable or unwilling to destroy it after he got it back from your hands. What I hear is that it is somewhere hidden inside of his castle. I don't know the exact location, but I am pretty confident that it is somewhere in the upper levels. Perhaps some divination might help pinpoint a more exact location. But that is all the information that I have.
I thank you, friend, and I kind of give him the whole like clasp his arm. I appreciate it. This is very good information. This means a lot. Tell your network that it is appreciated, and that's good to know. I think that's going to be something we're going to have.
I will let them know, and it is the least that I can do after everything that you have done for our family.
Thanks for the dinner. Sweet. Like 5-star Yelp review.
And by the way, don't ask me how his Russian accent suddenly turned into Batman's voice. I don't know. Just roll with it.
It's because you watched the Owl Bear.
It was the owl.
Most probably, yeah. Most probably that's why. But anyways,
Bashman!
Esmeralda is going to say, after hearing that discussion, that if she had, actually, let me say it in her voice. You know, if someone hadn't destroyed my wagon, and if I still had my Taroka cards, maybe I could have done that divination for you.
Can't you find some new cards on eBay?
I do not know of eBay, but we might be able to find some new cards somewhere. But I do not have any on me.
Who would have tarot?
Madame Eva.
For Taroka cards, you can probably buy them from the Vistani camp or from one of the merchants in Valaki. Unfortunately, I do not have any here.
Oh, well, you can go pick some up along the way, for sure. But I think the
Vistani?
not the Vistani, the other one that you said.
Merchants in Valaki?
Didn't Valaki just have like that coup?
Yep.
Yeah, so I was gonna say Valaki's gonna be a little bit sketchy, but we could definitely check it out.
Yeah, well, I mean, these politically it's sketchy. They still have merchants though, so yeah. All right, so you guys can all take a long rest. You had plenty of food and heard lots of stories and enjoyment, and you managed to shake off all the stress of the day. You go to sleep. You wake up invigorated. Level 11.
Oh,
No
yay.
shit, really?
Yeah. You guys got to level 11.
Oh, right. Okay, hold.
So
Sweet.
I've been playing Goat Simulator for a while. I got a lot of experience when I was playing Goat Simulator.
yeah, I mean that hit
that a
that
game
you
by
did on
Microsoft?
Amnon, that was
When he
the experience you needed to
when he
level up.
started, he was really bad.
Oh man. All right, so do you guys need some time to do your leveling up, or should we just keep going and you'll take care of that in between sessions?
Yeah, we can just do it as we go.
All right. So, you all wake up very happy.
I'm gonna roll my
feeling...
hit die though.
What?
I'm gonna roll my hit die. Oh god, can I reroll ones?
Yes, ones are re-rolled. That's one of my home rules.
Cool.
By the way, I'm gonna let. This is the level up chart, and ones get to be re-rolled. That's FYI for you, Bartholomew, because you weren't aware. But yeah. I think actually you just did a automatic HP calculation with D&D Beyond. You haven't rolled your.
I rolled it. I got a 2. I had to go in and manually change it.
Okay. All right. So.
Can I run outside and find a wolf? Just kill it, because I now have improved Divine Smite, so every single one of my melee strikes does 1d8 additional radiant damage, and that's really exciting!
Seriously, damn. I hadn't even checked what you guys get at level
So
11.
you don't need that lightsaber anymore, clearly.
No, I
Don't I
definitely... Well, you can't use it, Mr. I can't look at, like, bright thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't
get a
like
6?
having this thing around in front of my eyes, damn it.
Don't
No,
I
you can
have
do
a
radiant damage
6
without
level?
this thing.
Yeah. All right. So, you wake up. You're all happy. You're feeling stronger, and you get your breakfast. You drink beautiful wine. You do have a picture of a magical pitcher of wine, Ozzy. I don't know if you want to use that or just drink actual wine. Or if you want to keep that as a bargaining chip for uh, like someone giving that to someone later or something.
It just whatever wine is. Fine.
Dehano, you can't take the average number after you rolled. You have to decide to take the
Oh,
average
damn
number
it.
before rolling, otherwise it's cheating.
Wait, did you take Rogue or did you take Warrior?
Rogue.
Yeah, rogue is D8.
I didn't know. I didn't know if I knew that. Oh no, it's because one of them's D12. Barbarian is D12, right?
Yeah, barbarian is D12. All right.
Yeah, it's fighter.
What do you guys want to do now? We have about half an hour of gameplay.
Hit somewhere.
Yeah. We get the Terracoa cards.
So what will get us one more level up in half an hour?
Nothing, probably.
Okay, so let me see. You guys traveled for a while, and you're here. You went all the way to Berez. You walked through this plain where you saw the battle happening, and then you arrived all the way here to the Wizard of Wines. So, what do you do?
We could go back to the Ember Temple.
No, we need to go to either Valaki or the Vistanis. Which one?
Yeah, wasn't there someone who wanted to go to that swamp place? Maybe we should talk to them
That
and tell
wasn't
them
the
we
swamp
already
place
went
that we just were at.
there. Yeah, no, maybe we should go there and tell them that we already saved them.
What place?
Huh?
There's somebody who wanted to go with us to the swamp, wasn't there?
Oh,
Oh yeah, right.
with us to the swamp?
The Dusk Elf, and you totally ignored him.
Oh, that's
He,
right.
he didn't want to go to the swamp. He wanted to go to the Ember Temple.
Oh, that's
We
right.
just Leroy Jenkins in our way into it.
Mm-hmm.
We should bring the Dusk Elf to the Strahd Castle to
Oh, and
compensate.
the one that asked about the swamp was actually the abbot.
But yeah, I
One,
know we don't want to give him anything.
yeah.
Oh,
He
one of those
wanted-
4 hands, huh? Is probably where I'm supposed to get the DNA. Is that what that was?
He asked about that DNA, but you don't know.
Whatever.
That guy was creepy.
You think? A little, maybe.
I got some new tricks.
Oh yeah.
Let's
What
go.
kind of? Let's let's start heading. Which do you guys want? Do you guys want Valaki or do you want Vistani?
That's whatever's good. I'm going wherever the golem goes since I'm riding on its shoulder.
All right, so Valaki's closer, or is this the Vistanis?
Argon Blast Hold.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, let's go to
The
Valaki.
Vistanis are just outside of Valaki, so.
Well, let's stop at the Vistanis first, and then we'll go to Valaki if we want to, and then we'll make our way.
Okay. So we can start going to the town of Valaki. You guys can move the token while I prepare the other place thing. Oh, your old token icon. It's been so long. Where are the others?
It was like a Indiana Jones montage. Actually, we're outside of town, so we're like,
Oh, Tony Stark. Poor little Tony Stark.
Hey, DM, I just realized that I have this expertise class feature thing in my character sheet.
Yep.
And it says no choices were made.
No, the choice was made. You chose thieves' tools and stealth. That's why you are expert in those things.
And supposedly now I have a third one that I can add
Oh,
because
okay.
level 6.
Did you just
But
said
it-
6?
Yeah, but it's just strange because the UI says no choice made twice.
Really?
Yeah,
And
you
I don't
get,
know how
you
to
get
make a
2
choice.
new ones.
Oh, 2 new ones? Huh.
Yeah. You gain 2 proficiencies.
At
So you're-
level 6?
yeah, so you need to
2 more, yeah.
go into D20, go into D&D Beyond and go to the character creation, and go to class and scroll down to the bottom. And at level 6 rogue, it'll let you pick 2 more that your
Yep.
expertise.
But the first 2 that you had at level 1 was thieves' tools and stealth.
Yeah, it won't let you pick those again.
Alright, everyone is here. There's a shield guardian who's huge right now.
He's going to destroy the entire city.
Yeah. Alright, so to your south is the Vistani Cave, and to your east is the gate to enter Valaki itself. Where do you go? And also, do you want to just cut to the chase and basically do this real quick and then get basically ready to storm the castle for next week? Or do you guys want to rest a bit in Valaki?
I think
do some
Ozzy
roleplay?
wants to hit something.
He always wants to hit something.
Yeah, but now he has a new thing.
I'm fine. I'm okay. We don't have. There you go. I hit. So, sidebar. I hit a bush. Like I'm like ah! And I just smack a bush, and this divine energy goes, "Swoof!" and all the berries pop.
Cool.
Is there a way to make it so that my D8 radiant will be added to my weapon strikes
Isn't it already?
automatically?
Isn't it already? It should automatically
Just
do
says
that
slashing damage.
with D&D Beyond. If it's some class feature you get. It should automatically apply, as far
It
as I
does
know.
not. It is not.
It does not. That's not cool. Okay, then I will have to add it to Beyond 20. So I expect to do a release sometime this week. So for next week, it should be there. Yeah, yeah. Cool. All right. So you guys go. You want to just drop all of the role playing and what is happening there? Okay, all of the role playing and story based around this part and just get on with it, right?
If I'm okay with that, or whatever the group wants to do. But I would say that think about like if we are going to do that, just before like have a list in mind of the things that we bought on our way through, so that like we're going to be like, hey, we did one last shopping trip. We have plenty of gold for anything we want to buy. We could pretty much buy anything, like within not magical items, any like normal adventuring gear. If there's like if you want rope, if you want fucking oil, if you want food, whatever it is, like crowbars, all that shit. We can just say, hey, as we pass through Vallaki, we just bought all this crap because we have what thousands of gold at this point.
Why can't we buy magical swords with it?
Because we're in unhappy land, and there are none for sale.
This is making me a sad panda.
It's Boxing Day, and all of the stores are closed because they're sold out of shit.
Yep.
Well, they sell shit to begin with.
Yep, and very expensive shit. So it's still going to be like 5 times the normal price. But here's the list of stuff that you can buy in Vallaki.
Well, can I buy a scimitar and silver it?
You can buy a scimitar and silver it, yes.
How much silver do we have?
You yourself, you don't have much, but the others have shit ton of money. Like, so much
Yeah, I don't
that
have any.
we just stopped counting.
Yeah, I don't have any.
We're typical Silicon Valley venture group.
No, like literally, we have piles of gold. Whatever money you need, if you need silver, I got you. We can, whatever you need, we can do.
Yeah. It's like, I think they found
Good.
like treasure in Ember Temple that was like 100,000 gold or whatever.
Yeah,
We
we
just
emptied
left
out the Amber
most of
Temple.
it. You left most of it. You just took what was manageable.
We left. Yeah, we left. We took everything of value.
Yeah.
We left all the like janky stuff.
Yeah. But yeah. So considering how late in the game, it doesn't really matter the fact that it's 5 times the price for all adventuring gear because you can afford anything anyway.
You could buy a portable RAM. What
No.
more?
Yes, we could.
Dodge
we
Ram?
could buy a Dodge Ram at this point.
Hey,
Like-
can I buy a pickup truck?
Yeah. No, but like honestly, but in all seriousness, GCM, if there's something that you want to buy, like we functionally have probably in real terms, we probably have around
Well, the
Like-
only thing I need is holy water.
Yeah, you could buy a shit ton of holy water.
And
well,
for
holy
25
water,
silver, you can make holy water.
Yeah.
So
We can make a crap. We can go buy a
As long
bunch
as
of
we have-
vials and make holy water.
So just some holy water would be nice. So component for one of the spells I cast.
Okay. Done. Consider it done. We're gonna can we do this like for next week's session?
Go through all that stuff.
Everyone, no, just everyone in advance come up with a list of what we want.
Christmas wish list.
Like no, I'm serious. Like because we don't need to do it in game. We can literally just say these are the 10 things or 5 things I want, and then we can just say if it can, and we can send it to Eunice if we have time beforehand. If not, send it to him like at least maybe a little bit beforehand. So if it's going to be something where he's going to be like, no, they don't have Vorpal swords in Vallaki. I mean,
Come on.
No, they
but at least
like
like
they don't even have healing potions. Like anything magical and things like that, you won't find, and
right.
those
So
are
just
what costs money usually.
so
But
just
all
throw
the
in a little
adventuring
quick
gear,
list
you're
into
fine with it.
general, like, hey, I want this, and then we'll look at it. If anything looks unreasonable, just say it's unreasonable. It's not going to happen. If otherwise, everything else we could just assume we have enough gold and we can do it. So if GCM needs holy water, I probably want at least 1 or 2 holy waters myself, or a holy oil. I don't know if they can. If that would be I know
Well,
that it's a thing. I don't know.
Holy oil is a magic item, but holy water you can make with a first level spell.
Okay.
You and Darcy can both make it.
Yeah, through the
Yep.
communion
just-
or whatever.
But
Yeah,
I don't
I
have
just-
it prepared.
Yeah.
We just say that
Hopefully-
we took a day. We spent a day in Valaki and cranked out everything that we need and did all our shopping. And we just don't need to RP it out unless people want to. If you guys want to RP all that stuff out,
Nah.
I am 100. But
Just buy the whole town.
I think this group is more combat than RP.
Just make a RP is good when it's needed, but buying things apparently in a town where there's nothing to buy isn't the great.
Yeah.
But if you guys can make like 7 or 8 holy waters, that'd be pretty sweet.
okay,
All right. Esmeralda
infinite-
comes out of the shop, holding a deck of Taroko cards in her hands, and says, "Well, Azi, do you want me to read your fortune?"
sure.
All right. So you all sit down, and she starts to take out the cards one at a time, laying them on the table in such a way that um, that it's very reminiscent to what you've seen done with Madame Eva previously. There is one difference, however. Let me see the 2 glyphs. I need to do some stuff. This isn't the one. And whoops. Come on. Come on. Okay. Just fuck. I'll get
Did
it.
it just say just fuck?
Yes. She likes to curse. Now where the hell is my? Oh, I don't have those pictures. Okay, so
I mean, as long as they're not fucking children.
oh yeah. Okay, so she reads you the same fortune about the same as the one that Madame Ava did, but the third card that used to be the 2 of glyph um, is not. This time the card that comes out is the 9 of coins, the miser. And as she is reading and describing each of the cards as she is laying them on the table, she said, "This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight." Then she drops the 9 of coins on the table. She looks at it and thinks, says, "Look for a fortress inside a fortress, in a place hidden behind fire." And that's the big change. The Sun Sword is still in play. It is now simply somewhere else.
Okay.
Cool. So I modified the note with the Taraka reading, so you will remember that
Thank you.
little thing. And if you get a chance, look for that.
Fortress in a place hidden behind fire.
Yep. So that's your clue.
Okay. Well,
Anything
thank you guys.
else for tonight?
Welcome, GCM. Yay!
Welcome. Yeah.
You were you were a goat. That was
Yeah.
great.
I'm gonna turn Aussie into a goat.
Oh, I totally forgot. I had prepared a few things and I totally forgot. I hate it, but yeah, when you finish the battle, I was supposed to play this.
Christ
and
is right.
and Esmeralda was supposed to say this.
Fuck yeah.
uh,
Wow.
Oh my god. Alright guys, I'm gonna bounce. I'll be in my Discord shortly, but I need to take a little bit of a break. Alright.
Alrighty.
Thank you everybody. I will
Thanks for
catch you all.
playing. See you next week, where you will have your adventuring gear prepared and your characters leveled up properly, and get ready to storm Castle Ravenloft.
Yeah, Eunice, you can take a look at my character sheet if you have a chance.
Sure.
For some reason, when I click on my weapon, it doesn't add it. It shows the
Are you in
It shows.
equipments again?
No,
Okay.
no. I swung with it.
Okay. But it doesn't
It
add what?
does not add the 1d8 for my radiant damage. So if you scroll down
Yeah.
to my abilities to action,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Yeah, that's something that I'll have to fix in Beyond 20, because I thought that they would automatically add it, but it's a class feature, so I'll have to add the improved Divine Smite in Beyond 20, so it automatically adds it in the future.
thank you, sir.
You know something funny, Ozzy?
What?
I weigh 39 pounds, but I can carry 135 pounds.
Gee.
Yep,
Okay, so
that's how it works.
you had me fooled, man. I totally thought when based on your picture, I'm like, oh shit, he changed his mind. He doesn't want to be a wizard. He wants to be an artificer. And I thought you were gonna be like an art.
I'm kind of a mixture of both. I'm all wizard levels, but I'm a gnome tinker,
That's cool.
which is
Though.
where artificers come from.
Yeah, I dig it, man. It looks super cool.
Sweet.
I didn't want to jump in as an artificer because I was going to unbalance everything.
What kind of artifacts can you make?
I could have been like, well, at this level, one of you gets a +2 weapon, and one of you gets a very rare weapon, and one of you gets a rare wonder, just all day.
That's pretty cool.
And then I could have equipped.
All right, for those on Twitch, thank you for watching. It was a shorter than usual session, less than 2 hours. Usually we do 2 hours. But thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again next week. And I hope you enjoyed this session. It was a little fun.